All right, I'm gonna show you how I got this sink in this bucket system, working with a sump pump and a filter, working in my garage without running water. You got a little foot pedal there, huh? Turns on and off. All right, here's what it looks like deconstructed. We've got the sink here. We've got the 3 buckets. So, cat litter bucket, holes drilled in the side. This level, the level of holes is slightly higher than these level of holes here. The second bucket, third bucket, sump pump. I kind of have it suspended off the ground so it doesn't get the worst of it. Sump pump goes up into the home house filter. Cheaper the better. This is optional. Goes into the sink. Little on-off faucet. Little foot pedal operated switch that plugs into the, connects the electricity to the sump pump. Alright, here's the whole thing put together. We'll see, we got the filter in the back, we got the sump pump down here, we've got the foot pedal trigger that starts the whole thing down here. This, let's see if I can get the phone under here. I had to cut out some notches in the plastic bucket and to get it, and put these up on stilts to get everything the perfect height. But what happens is I took an old sunglasses case that's got like a mesh on there, and I just jammed it up there, put the collar around there so it drains straight through that. That catches a lot of stuff. Goes into the first bucket, goes into this bucket, which goes in that bucket. I've got the sump pump. Well, it's supposed to be elevated. I just got it on, a little wire and a dowel, and it just kind of floats off the bottom there. I'm gonna put some citric acid in here, very old citric acid, and some really strong vinegar. And this'll, I guess the theory is, increases the acidity, helps prevent bugs from growing in there, keeps bacteria down, and it works pretty well. I had this going for a couple months before it started stinking so bad that I had to switch it out. One thing you want to be very careful of is not throwing any clay, recycling as much clay as you can, not putting it through the system. You can, this is what I use for a throwing bucket, but and I'll reuse this water. I'll fill it up, and this will be my, reuse it, and it'll sit, and you'll get like a little, chunk of clear water on top. You can pour that back in the system, but keep that going. Another thing you can do is, I took one of these, this is a cleaner one, Scotch-Brite pads, right? And you can just shove this down here. That catches a whole bunch of the stuff, and then you can just take this out, rinse it off in the clean, still water here. And I'm gonna put this one in here, and this will catch a lot, right? So you want to do all you can to keep as much clay as possible out of this, because you're gonna be reusing this. But not too expensive. This was $100. Sump pump was, I don't know, $100. Filter, totally optional. Like, the filter is overkill. You don't need a filter. Well, that was $30. Maybe $30 worth of hose and fittings, and you're good to go. 5 or 6 strips, maybe 7 to the hardware store for stuff like this and this. But yeah, that's it. That's the sink. I want to show you one more little upgrade I made to the sink system. Is I got a little, well, it's stuck down there. It's a little aquarium tank. The smallest one I could find, the smallest, cheapest one I could find, because I wanted to go super slow. And all it does is just continuously circulates the water through the system, so that it's never still. It's always moving, and you know, very low electricity, just kind of sits there passively. But it's just one more feature to try and save the water, keep the water clean and usable for as long as possible. So there's that. Another upgrade I made was to this tub. This cheap ass tub came with these cheap ass legs that were not connected. They're just like pressure fit into there. Let me see if you can see. That's how it's meant to be. So I drilled a hole and screwed a bolt in there so the legs don't fall off anytime you try and move it. Oh. Wait a minute. It is coming out. It works. It leaks, but it works. I'll take it. I'll stop leaking.